I'm going to introduce now another survivor and advocate in the movement, Andrew Willis. Let's give a round of applause for Andrew.
Ali, firstly, thank you for all the work you've done to protect human trafficking victims. So many of them were abused as children, raped or molested, and that's why they ended up there. Your work is fabulous. Thank you. As Ali said, according to the CDC, 1 in 5 children are sexually abused before the age of 18. I was one of those children. I was raped when I was only 10 years old. Here in New York State, statutes of limitations protect those rapists. They don't protect children like me, and they don't protect children like yours. You know, 1 in 5 children is more children than get cancer in New York State. This is a bigger problem than childhood cancer. But what is our government doing about it? Nothing. They've had 10 years to pass this bill, and in 10 years they have done absolutely nothing. 1 in 10 of the sexual predators that molest and rape our children are walking free on our streets. They will never see one day behind bars. They're protected by New York State laws. Isn't that incredible? But what's our government doing about this? Nothing. They've had 10 years to do it. They've done nothing. It takes 21 years, it took me an awful lot longer, to disclose the abuse that you suffered. Shame and fear lock you down. And when you can talk about it, when you come forward to talk about it, when you report it to the police, what do they say? There's nothing we can do for you. There's nothing we can do for you, which means you cannot identify the predator that preyed on you, which means the police cannot protect our children. And what's our government doing about that? Absolutely nothing. They've had 10 years to do this. They've done nothing. So let's compare this crime to other crimes that are serious. Let's look at murder. There is no statute of limitations on murder in New York State. What about the rape of adults? There is no statute of limitations on the rape of adults. And anybody who has illegally parked their car in New York City will have found out for themselves. There is no statute of limitations on parking tickets in New York City. So why the hell do we have them on child sexual abuse? The murder of my soul is how we survivors describe it. But what's our government doing about it? Over the last 10 years, our government has done nothing. But you know, we can do something about it. And we are doing something about it. Go to www.protectnykids.org. Sign the petition. Chip in, even if it's only $10, because $10 makes a difference when it comes to electing government officials who will stand for children and not for those that prey on them. You see, sex offenders belong on our sex offender registries. They do not belong on our streets. Thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you very much.